The Tampa housing market is crashing. This is what I'm hearing from folks who are just not getting the best accurate information. I'm Chris Johnson, your Tampa Realtor. Please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more weekly videos. And as always, if you're looking to move to the Tampa area, or if you're looking to make a local move, please reach out to us. Our information is below in the description, and we'd be happy to help you. Now let's get into some actual facts and data-driven numbers to give you the best information as to what we are experiencing in the Tampa Bay area so that you can be educated without drawing conclusions from the many misinformation being spread out there. So let's take a look at some numbers starting from 2017 to the present and compare some trends. Now stick with me as I'll break it down on this graph that's going to be pictured here. So of course, historically, home prices are appreciating year over year. At what pace? We don't know. It all varies, but as you can see, the very bottom line represents 2017 and the top represents 2022, and the lines go in order from the bottom to the top, 2017 to the present year with no overlay. Now let's go ahead and ignore 2021 line graph because that year was the biggest anomaly. So look at the consistency of January to March, the first quarters of all the years. Now the numbers are historically level. So let's go ahead and also take a look at the numbers for October and December, which will be the last quarters of every year. The numbers again are historically level. This is what we typically see. Now I want to go ahead and bring in 2021 numbers now. So that's going to be the second to the top number, the second to the top line graph. Now see how inconsistent these lines are compared to what we're historically seeing in our market? Now let's look at the red line, which represents 2019. So look at December, and let's move towards March of 2020 when COVID shut down businesses. So rates in December of 2019 were at 3.72 for a 30-year fixed loan. Now jumping to March of 2020, rates were at 3.45. So we typically see a major jump in real estate activity from the February months to the June months. And the graphs show a consistent price appreciation on all these years. Again, we're ignoring 2021 numbers because this is when the market was not normal. So you can see a major increase in prices here in Tampa from April 2020 to June 2020. Now this was due to pent-up demand from buyers who were on lockdown and realizing how much their home was not practical. For example, a lot of people working from home, they didn't have a home office, or their home office just wasn't practical enough for them in their working environment in their home. So also the rates were another factor. So the rates dropped from 3.16 in June of 2020, and they actually got down to 2.98 in August. Now during this time, there was still so much uncertainty in the world due to COVID. But if you look at our line graph from July to August during every year except 2021, we have seen a slight decrease. This is normal. Then when we see a slight uptick from August to September, then it slightly drops in October and levels out the rest of the year. So what I'm getting at here is outside of 2021, when we are dealing with a real estate market that was historically abnormal, the data is showing that the price fluctuation is completely the normal trend of the past years. So yes, currently here in 2022, we are seeing the drastic drop June to August that we did not see in 2017 or 2018 or 2019 and 2020. But it is clearly due to the rate increases that are hedging the inflation. Now, there's no crystal ball as to what the mortgage interest rates are going to do, but here's my point as to why Tampa Bay is just not going to see the real estate crash that many are saying. Other than the numbers I just pointed out and how the price uptick and drops are pretty consistent, here's more reason as to why our market will be healthy. And if you were a buyer who was uncertain, you need to get into the game and not wait for this crash. So first, according to Money Geek, in an article that was updated in September 13th of 2022, Tampa is listed as a number 9 top city for job seekers in the US. And there was not much of a percentage difference between number 7 to 9 either. Now you can see this is based on overall job growth, job competition, and housing affordability. Now, we also have a referral team in our license in Austin, Texas, which is the top job growth city. So our experience with booming cities far exceeds many you will come across in the real estate industry here in Tampa, as we have the experience of urban growth at a high level. Now, speaking of urban growth, let's go into some examples of some top headlines we're seeing in the news right here in the Tampa Bay area. So Tampa Edition is set to open this month and will be Tampa's first 5-star hotel with 172 rooms, 37 residences. Tampa Edition will also have 6 food and beverage outlets, including a signature restaurant, rooftop bar, and a terrace. Now think of this as kind of a modern take on what you see in Ritz-Carltons. And this is only going to be the 5th edition in the US, with other locations in LA, New York, and Miami. Midtown, which is located between West Shore and downtown Tampa, has seen tremendous growth in the past year with restaurants, hotels, apartment living in such a trendy location. A Miami-based developer, which is shaping up a new district called Riverfront District, which will be located at South Parker Street and West Kennedy Boulevard on the west bank of the Hillsborough River in downtown Tampa. Now, this is set for groundbreaking in 2023 and will feature more than 1,000 new residences and restaurants and also other types of entertainment. Also, we're seeing growth in Ybor. So Ybor is seeing the gas works take shape, which will be a 40-acre development that will connect Ybor City to Water Street in downtown Tampa, and it's going to be a mix of retail and also residential development. So we're seeing new restaurants come to town, such as Austin, Texas' very own Torchy's Tacos, which will be situated in St. Pete. Carrollwood is set to have its first ever microbrewery plant their flag. Tampa Airport is expanding its footprint with a $787 million project. Retired NBA superstar and current entrepreneur Shaquille O'Neal is choosing Tampa as one of his big chicken restaurants location. The Heights neighborhoods just north of downtown are seeing growth with new exotic restaurants and major single-family homes that are being renovated and sold at record paces. Now, speaking of St. Pete, the downtown skyline is quickly transforming as we're seeing many luxury condos being built and sold quickly. Now, of course, uncertainty can make some folks hesitant, but my goal is to give you the best insight as to what we are seeing here in Tampa. Yes, the rates are increasing and prices are at an all-time high with the appreciation we've been seeing over the past year or two, and we're seeing some house prices correct and some come down. But as far as a housing market crash, folks, we are just not going to experience anything like this with the growth of our area that we're seeing. Now, we will continue to see some prices correct. That's normal, but we will also see some prices level off, as you can see from my last video where I broke down numbers from last week compared to what they were in the same week in August of 2021. So please give this video a like and a subscribe to stay up to date on all of our weekly videos, and as always, our information is going to be in the description below, so if you're looking to make a move to the Tampa Bay area, we would love to help you make that as stress-free as possible.